Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another incredible night of live streamed racing here at Delta T Racing. I'm going to be your commentator and host for the evening, DTR ends, and tonight we are incredibly excited to get our Class T tier underway with their first official league race here at the mighty Bahrain circuit. These guys, they've done an amazing job so far, improving themselves through our rookie program, and tonight we get to see if there's any standout performers in this newly formed group. The two Williams, they had some fantastic battles. So that's Jam Jammy and Jakey with a lot of numbers in his name. Olitex has also shown some pace. And then you've got the likes of Tears Terso in the Alpha Tauri and Hims, who no doubt want to be looking to get right up there tonight. So as we start qualifying, we'll just wait for some of these boys to head out, and then we'll hop on board and see what these guys can do. So Jakey's going out nice and early. Be the first one on track. Now we'll just get everything set up here. See what tyres we're all running. Jakey's first out in the Williams, I'm sure no doubt wanting to prove himself after some very promising rookie races. Teammate to Jam Jammy, who's already in the chat saying hello. Make sure you focus on the race ahead. It's much more important this time at the moment. It's a very enjoyable track, Bahrain, to race. Hopefully these guys will enjoy around it as well. Lots of space, a lot of high speed corners, but a lot of opportunities for mistakes. Lots of places where traction can get lost very easily. And of course, in every race, turn one is always a lot of fun to really get those nerves jangling. Jakey looks like he's all warmed up, ready to go. We'll hop on board and watch how his first lap goes. It's a nice final exit onto the straight. Looking tidy on the left hand side, just have to watch out for these people exiting the pits. Stubbly hopefully going to get out of the way. It does, very nice. Kept it nice and clean there. Right down to third gear, keeping hold of the traction, very nice. Coming out of turn 4, I think. Lovely little S's section here, and then a hard braking zone all the way down to second gear. Very easy to lose the rear there, but Jakey shows us how it's done. And in one of the trickiest corners on any track, so easy to lose it, but very solid there from Jakey. Looking like a nice solid first lap here. One of the Mercedes, looks like it's just gone off there, causing the yellows. Looks like the Alpha Tauri is behind. We'll jump on board with them in a second once this lap from Jakey finishes, but looks as if they might be doing a little slipstream there, which could be very beneficial with the amount of straights down Bahrain. Can be huge. Jakey gets us going then with a 1:26.8. Very nice lap there. As we said, the Alpha Tauris with Tyres Terso, or Iceman as he's known in Discord, comes in with a 27.5. Some time to gain there on Jakey. Then overdriving must have invalidated his lap. Oh, and there's Olitex with a 1:26.2. Oh, what a fantastic first lap there from Mr. Olitex himself. It's great to see over half a second on Jakey, and that was a very tidy lap from Jakey from what we saw. And we've got Hims, who's on his first lap here. halfway around sector 2. 104.9, it's not bad. Coming down the final straight, how's he looking? DRS open, a 126.2. Oh! The two Red Bulls currently locking out the front row of the grid with very, very close times. There is, God, less than 300th of a second between them. That is close. That is close. Great to see those two racing against each other. And then we have Stubley coming into third. A nice lap there. And then Gunner Dog just coming across the line here with a 127.5 going up to fifth. Who else we got on a lap here? Mr. I'm not going to try and say that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but he has invalidated. So he's now starting his lap here. That was a 129.6 I think I saw. And Flo Pepino's just come out of a rookie race, jumped straight into Class D, showing some promise. Oh, very, very easy to do that on that corner. But that's his teammate through. Might be able to pick up a nice little slipstream down the back straight. And we'll hop on board for Mr. Jasin Hangen. Apologies, my German is atrocious, but it's nice to see you on the YouTube chat. Just once again, make sure you focus on the driving tonight. This is going to be the most important thing. So starting off the lap nice and quick, coming down the first straight, dropping it all the way down, keeping hold of the rear, up to fourth. Very nice little section there, making sure that, oh, I wish it would have gears there, but would have only cost him a tenth, if that. Now he's gone purple. I'm not sure if that's legitimate purple or not, but it's showing purple in sector 1. Nice corner there, some nice traction, very easy to get. A little loose on the rear. And another corner, very nice, very well taken there by Jasin. Just dropping it down to third gear, which might be just one gear too low. But oh no, he's lost the rear, oh no. Ah, oh, and that looks like the front wing as well. And that's a real shame, they're showing as two purples. Showing as two purples, but very difficult, very difficult. I must admit I've had that issue many a time last night on the race. Oh, and that's Stubley, he's lost it in that corner there as well. Real shame there. Real shame, as it was looking like it was going to be a nice lap. Let's hop on board here with Olitex, see what this man can do. Apologies, I've only just picked it up, but Jammy has managed to go second and is 1,000th off of Hims in first place. God, it's very close up the top there. And Bogorovsky, the mighty Bog, has managed to get up there very close, only 3/10 off front row, 5th. And Olitex is very close, very similar sector 1. Oh, and he's lost the rear. Oh, and that's going to be a lap over, I'm afraid. He's managed to keep it out of the barriers though, so that might save him a little bit of time. And that's an unsafe rejoin, unfortunately. And that is Jammy, who has been compromised. Ah, oh, real shame. Real shame. Just need to be extra careful when rejoining. Mr. Nailboy, great to see you. as well. Class D, can you believe it? Can you believe it? Class D with 19 drivers. It's fantastic to see. Fantastic. 4 full tiers basically here at DTR. Very proud of what we're able to accomplish with plenty of rookies sitting behind waiting to take any available spots. So everybody needs to perform and show safe racing as best they can to ensure they can stay in their full-time seats in every league. In every league. So Mr. Tyres Terso's managed to go 6th. Mr. Iceman himself. And we've got Gunnar, who seems to be on a hot lap here in the Mercedes. Looking to hopefully improve on his 27.5. And he's managed to not invalidate it. Just going to have lost a bit of time there. We've got yellows showing here from one of the Williams. I think it's a Williams anyway. Too many blues in this game. Oh no, it's the Alpine of Ewan. But it didn't seem to compromise Gunner Dog at all here. And that's a 26.7, so he does improve up to 7th. And Jakey's certainly looking to improve and get back up there in the top front runners. Hopefully supporting his teammate Jammy up in 2nd. And Gunner Dog just in the way a little bit there. Just about got in the way, but certainly would have distracted Jakey there, but plenty of lap left to go. And he's half a second down, so that will certainly get him up there. Oh, and Hims getting into the 25s. Just about 25.995. Very nice. And Jasin. Oh, Jasin gets right up there. 3rd position with a 126.229. Jakey will be hoping to join them up somewhere in that position. Certainly looked like it in sector 1, but a couple of shaky corners. Has it lost him some time? It has. 127.8 there from Jakey. Let's see how the Ferrari of Mianca, I'm going to guess. With a 127 flat, so that puts him in P11, which there's every chance that could be the best position to be in. Who have we got on an out lap at the moment? Alpha Shadow seems to be coming to the final end. Oh, and he's invalidated, unfortunately. 127.3. That would have got him up to P13. So hopefully he can get back, put on some fresh softs, get out there for one final run. So gents that has joined us on YouTube, coming to our final runs here. What's the predictions then? Who's getting on pole? Is it going to be the Red Bull lockout? Or will we see the Williams taking 1-2? And there we have it. Jakey's just gone with a 126.2. Lap holder soft, so it might compromise his race, but it's the same as Jammy, and Certainly help having both Williams side by side going down into the third wall. Tyres Terso, also known as Iceman, just getting a bit wide there into the corner, and he's pulled out, I think, there, giving a little space for the Haas of Flo Pepino there. He's on 3-lap-old softs. So the English red, you reckon we've got Olitex taking P1 in quali, and then him second, sorry, him's first, Ollie second, and Jammy third. Yeah, absolutely. Olitex has just got out now, starting his out lap, get across the line with a little bit of time to spare. And Hims has stayed in so far, doesn't appear to be coming out, so it looks as if he's fairly confident his 25.9 is enough for pole. Track evolution is massive around Bahrain, as we've seen in the rest of the tiers, so I wouldn't be surprised if that is challenged by some of the drivers. Jam is coming in, I think that's his qualifying over. We've got Bogorovsky on his hot lap here, looking to try and improve on his P7. Coming through sector 2, he's nearly half a second down, so that's certainly going to get some improvements. Looking like he might get up into P2 at the moment. She's a nice final exit, which looks like he has. DRS all the way to the end. Oh, Bogorovsky on pole. 125.979. Oh, I wonder if Hims is kicking himself there for staying in the pits. He might end up on the second or possibly even third row. Some very quick drivers here behind, and Olitex just lost it a little bit there. His lap's still valid. So still has a chance here to improve on P. So easy to do in that corner. Just lost the rear. Just lost the rear as he exits him. So who have we got behind? We've got Alpha Shadow. Let me change directly. I think it's Alpha Shadow who's going to be coming up next. And beating us, I apologise, I completely missed you coming across the line, but that's a P1 lap with only 6 thousandths of a second. Alpha Shadow comes across with no time. How's Olitex looking? He's not improved. And Ewan improves and goes P1 at 125.8. God, it's tight at the top there, dropping Hims all the way down. And I have a feeling that may be it, unless we have Stubbly on the lap, which I think he is. And he's currently gone purple in P2 according to the graphic anyway, so 3 tenths down. So he's certainly looking to improve, probably getting a nice little slipstream from the Mercedes in front of him, which will be Gunner Dog, I believe. And he's sent a blast to the line here to go. Oh, 126 flat, P5. Very nice lap from Stubbly there. But would you look at that? There is 1 second. 1 second between P1 and P11. That is a tight group. And then God, only a couple of tenths all the way down to P15. 1.5 seconds from 1 to 15. God. Neil Boy giving some support for Bog. That's what we like to see. Fantastic lap there. Very unfortunate not to get onto the front row, but I'm sure Bog will be very happy with P3 there. Olatex went out on a worn set of tyres. Yeah, it's very, very easily done. I'm sure many of us have done that before and we'll do it again. But there we have it. That's qualifying. With a fantastic lap from Ewan in the Alpine. Beatty Nuts in the Ferrari, P2. And then Bog coming up in P3. Hims staying in the pits at the end. Ends up in P4. Stubley in a Haas, P5. And then we have Jakey, Jam Jammy, Jasin Chiller, Olatex and Tyres Terso. All going to be starting on their soft tyres. With Gunner Dog, Smianka, Evan, Marco, Flo Pepino, Reliot, Guna, Overdrive and Alpha Shadow. Coming in at P19 without setting a time. Unfortunately, it looks like Jam Jammy has got a 5-second grid penalty from a incident of a unsafe rejoin. At least that's what it looked like from the stream. But it'll be very interesting to see here what strategies the guys go with. Bahrain's been a very, very troublesome one on the strategies. Typically in previous games it's been a one-stop, medium hard, easy option. Now it appears to be a two-stop seems to be quicker, staying on those grippier mediums, on either a soft medium medium or soft medium soft if you can stretch out the softs and medium stints. I'm going to get underway with our formation lap. And hopefully everyone's going to stay in formation, which it looks like they will be. And keeping a nice clear distance behind everyone so that nobody gets a disqualification. We have a Wesley for some reason. I'm not sure where that's happened or how that's happened. But the boys will be warming their tyres up. Oh, it seems as though we've had a incident between Olatex and Jasin. Always need to be careful when a formation laps, give plenty of space. There's no need to be right in the gearbox of the guy in front. Always assume that the guy in front's going to be braking at some point, so just need to allow everyone to be able to have the space and time to be able to warm their tyres up in the way they seem fit. But Ewan's getting them nice and warm. BT and Bog weaving behind him. So Nell's going for Jam Jammy, is taking P1. Bog joining him on a podium in P2, and then Olatex with his cold tyres making P3, but with a proviso they all make turn 1. Yeah, that is going to be the challenge tonight. Making turn 1 is always a troubling one. I'm nervous myself, to be honest. I'm not even racing and yet I can feel the nerves. And no doubt these drivers on their first race in DTR League Racing will be feeling it themselves. But fingers crossed we get a nice start. Fingers crossed we get a nice clean start into turn 1, and then we can enjoy the scoreboard glitch for a few laps and then enjoy the rest of the race. So let's just get the tyres, and it looks as though we've got from P10 some different changes to strategy. Unfortunately, Jam Jammy 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go. It's a nice start from Ewan there. Beating Us gets caught. Bog has got Hims already catching him on the inside. And it looks like Ewan's got away nicely. BT Nuts and Hims fighting away. Bog has gone wide, unfortunately. And there's, oh no, there's carnage. There's carnage with the Williams there spinning. And it looks as though, oh, there was another, oh, Gunner Dog spun round. Oh, there is absolute chaos. I'm not sure what's happened. Oh, Jakey's retired. Unsure about all the issues that's happened there, but it looks as though we have got, it's not showing on the stream, but it looks as if we've got either a safety car or a virtual safety car. Very difficult to say, but we have Ewan who's got away nicely from P1 into turn 1. BT staying in second. Hims has managed to make a position up into third. Tyres Terso. Riceman has made a good start in P4. Olitex looks to have stayed out of trouble in P5. And Stubley in P6 in the Hess. Bog is in P7. I know he did get into some trouble, so we'll just keep an eye and see if his front wings damaged at all. It doesn't look to be. There might be some invisible damage, but it doesn't look to be at the moment. Jamie's looking like he's got a clean front wing, and then Reliot P9 first runners at the mediums. So he's in for a good race, it's looking like at the moment. So Piers, we haven't got a safety car, we've just got a VSC. There's no safety cars come out, although the stream's not showing what it is. And Mike Folks, we don't have a championship leader. This is the first race for Class D. So it's everything to play for at the moment. Everything to play for. We'll hopefully see. Oh, who's lost it there? I'm losing it because of the spectator glitch, but we've lost a Alpha Tauri, which looks to be Tyres Terso. Yeah, it's dropped down the order there. Flo Pepino seems to have spun as well, and Olitex must have had some issue. VSC restart there. So we've still got at the front Ewan, who's, oh no, he spun it at that corner, and oh, beating us just gets round him. Does very well to avoid him there, but now has Hims right behind him. And there's Stubley moving up into a podium position in his Hess. Bog coming up to P4 and Reliot on the mediums in a very tidy position. P5 medium tyres and out for Shadow. Wow, from P19 to P6. That's an incredible job so far. He does have 5 seconds penalties, but 13 places and Reliot making up 11. Great job from these boys so far. Beating Us is now taking the lead. That does have Hims behind him. He's not a minute behind him, he is right behind him. It looks to be less than a second there. Now we'll just stick with this front battle whilst we wait for the leaderboard to catch up. Oh, and we'll take a breather. Lots of action there, and no doubt the stewards will be busy. Plenty of incidents during qualifying and the race. Looks like we've got an Aston Martin off. I think that's Jasin Chiller, yeah, who has reversed across the track, which is always a little dangerous. And Ewan, who had a similar incident, unfortunately. Same corner, very easy to do, but Alpha Shadow and Reliot battling on the mediums. Down the back straight, DRS open. Currently no helmet on, but that's a funny little glitch that we love to see from Codemasters. Him's getting right onto the back of the current race leader, BT Nuts. Both of these guys starting on their soft tyres, so though he's saying 3 laps they would have qualified on them, so they will in fact be 4-5 laps older. Oh, we have Smienka, who seems to have spun after the S's at that hairpin. Looks like Guna's just got past Overdrive as well. Down in the Alpha Tauri. The Alfa Romeo overtaking the Alpha Tauri. That's why we're not seeing the gaps. And Evan, currently the highest runner on the hard tyres and seeming to be holding his own. He'll even have a little run on Reliot here. Down the home straight. Keeping it nice and tidy through turn 1 and 2. Oh. Just losing the rear butt. Those tyres are going to last till, I'd say, lap 18, 19 and possibly jump onto the mediums and be able to absolutely blitz it for the final 10 laps. Reliot just trying to stay within the DRS zone of Alpha Shadow in front. Possibly get a run on him here, down this middle straight. Evan's just sitting behind. Probably wanted to take it nice and easy. It's on a different set of tyres. Oh, and Alpha Shadow's lost it. He's lost it on the mediums. And Evan's done very well there to avoid any carnage. And this is a safe rejoin. Guna's managed to get past as well, up into P7. Smienka 2 and Overdrive both overtaken Alpha Shadow. Looks like he's got out of the way. Possibly struggling, yes, and he's lost the end plate on his front wing. Head into the pits, put a helmet on and change the front wing. And he'll be back out again. But it looks as if we've got a nice battle on our hands at the front. BT Nuts and Hims looking very tidy. Hopefully not going to have any issues with the Mercedes in front. It's going to be blue flagged. I believe that's Gun and Dog. Yeah, will be. Just getting out of the way nicely, just making sure he doesn't cause any issues for the two leaders who've been battling hard for five laps since the very beginning. BT Nuts just lost the rear there, so Hims has managed to get a run on him. Takes P1. Very nicely done. Now, can Hims get away? Can Hims pull a gap? Stay outside of the DRS zone. We have to remember as well, there is always the option. There is always the option of the undercut around Bahrain. It's proved to be very strong so far in all 3 of our other classes. So I would not be surprised if we see BT Nuts attempting an undercut at some point in the next couple of laps. Doing very well to keep the softs going at the moment if they can. Got some more predictions here. Mike is saying P1 is going to be Hims, P2 BT Nuts and P3 Evan. Yeah, Evan on the hards is looking very tidy. He's lost a little bit of a gap to Reliot, but he's still staying up there. Hims is pulling. Oh, excuse me. I hope you enjoyed that down the stream. Hims is seeming to pull just a tiny gap, but BT Nuts is staying there within the DRS zone. The English Red's going for Big for third. I'm going to assume it'll be Bog in P9. He's already pitted for the softs, so he's clearly looking to do a two-stop. Is Bogorovsky. P9 at the moment, probably going to take a net P4 after the pit stops, but Hims is coming in, making sure he doesn't get the undercut completed on him by BT Nuts. He does come out behind Evan and behind Reliot. Where is he going to come out in comparison to Guna? Guna is going to get ahead of Hims and ahead of Stubley. So Hims has done well to get ahead of Guna, but he's going to have some trouble and some traffic, sorry, behind Evan and Reliot. Oh, we have a virtual safety car. What seems to be the issue? I can't see anything on track. And Jasin has retired in the pit lane, it looks like. Which is a shame, because it can cause issues like this. That's why we always recommend that nobody retires mid-race, as it can cause some serious issues for everyone else racing. But what's this going to do up front? Is this going to help BT Nuts out? It is. The virtual safety car is still underway. Oh, and Hims has got very unlucky there. Very unlucky, but looks like Smienka has got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Very easy to do in this glitchy game, unfortunately. Hims is coming down the final straight. He may still get ahead of BT Nuts. No, that's BT Nuts coming out there. Ah, very unfortunate. I think that undercut would have worked perfectly had that VSC not happened, but BT Nuts gone for a completely different strategy here. He's gone soft, so he's either going to be on the mediums or hards for his final stint. Whereas Hims, if he can just drag these mediums out, I have no doubt he'll be able to jump onto the oh, that's a overtake on the grass there from Tyres Terso. Didn't look like overdrive move, so seems to be all good there. But nice overtake, Alex Albon-esque. That Spark Hemel straight. But BT Nuts is already on the soft tyres, catching up with Evan in on the hards. Takes a defensive line up, but on those softs, fresh softs against old hards, it's just an easy battle there for BT Nuts to get past. Alpha Shadow unfortunately getting himself a 3-second penalty. And looks like he's got a dog for company behind him. Looks like Alpha Shadow's just come into the pit, so he's probably got fairly cold tyres. Nice little battles throughout this race, up and down the grid. But we do have BT Nuts in the lead now. It's overtaken Reliot. And he's now building a nice 3 or 4 second gap to Hims. Just to be expected on fresh softs, but those softs will not last the whole race. Probably be looking to pit around lap 18, 19 if he can drag them out. Jump onto the mediums and go to the end. Certainly looking promising. Question is, can Elliott or Evan make the one stop work better for him? Stubbly on some fresh mediums, catching up with Guna. Coming down the back straight, no DRS, but he'll get plenty of slipstream to get right behind him. And Marco, oh, that's another one retiring in the pit lane. Again, not ideal. Not ideal, fortunately there's no one near, but Stubbly gets past down the back straight, oh, and gives the position back. Yep, that's probably because of the yellow flags caused by Marco's retirement in the pit lane, which is why we ask that people do not retire in the pit lane, because you just end up causing chaos like it's doing now. So please, anybody watching in Class D, or any of the classes in fact, do not retire in the pit lane. Finish out the race, you never know what can happen. It's always opportunities for points. Always opportunities for points, and ultimately don't want to ruin people's races. Gruner and Stubbly battling away here. Fresh mediums against old mediums. Coming down onto the back straight. Looking like Hims is lining up a move as well. On ready, just get a slipstream and DRS as well. Overtakes now. Open and get some moves done. Very nice, and Stubbly also gets a move done, this time without any yellow flags, and can continue on and hopefully build a gap there behind him. Guna. Evan dropping down into P4, but having a very solid race. Still managing to keep up with Elliott on the mediums. And Elliott will no doubt be considering a pit stop soon in the next 2 or 3 laps, I imagine, unless he's really saved the tyres. Volatek's clearly having some issues during this race, caused by DNF. Have to see what the stewards say about the incident. Fortunately didn't catch it on stream, but no doubt hear about it on the stewards' channels. And Mike reckons that the one stops quicker, soft hard. I don't think we've seen that actually. Don't think we've seen that strategy, unfortunately, due to safety cards throughout the races. We do have a Alpine Ewan. Looks like he's spun there. Lost a couple of positions. I think position. Ewan having some struggles. Ewan having some struggles in that sector 2, end of sector 2 right-hander. We've got lots of yellows, but everything seems to be okay. Oh, we have a yellow flag, lots of colours lighting up a track. Good old-fashioned Codemaster bugs. Beatty currently 7.7 seconds ahead of Hims. He'll be hoping to build this one out, build this gap up as much as he can in this stint. Hims will be jumping onto the softs in his next pit stop, I imagine, unless he gets damage. And he'll be looking to be the hunter in the final stint of the race. Oh, and Reliot. Oh no, he's getting a 5-second penalty. Speeding in the pit lane. That's a real shame. He's had a good race on those mediums. So Evan unfortunately loses his DRS, but continues on the hards. Also got Guna continuing on the mediums. Been going from the very beginning. Doing an incredible job to avoid all the carnage and stay on the first set of tyres. Smienka comes in for the hard, so we'll be looking to go to the end. Hopefully gain a few positions on the pit stops. And Ewan unfortunately our pole sitter, having a travelling race down in P12. It's onto the hards though, so if we can build a bit of a gap. Oh, very nice. Nice little switch back there from tyres Terso. Iceman, not Kimi Raikkonen, but DTR's very own version. In an AlphaTauri, yep. Similarities are too accurate. So we've got Bog catching up on Guna, who's going to be going into the pits. I think Bog's managed to get there. No, he hasn't. Did get close to within a second. So just lost out on the DRS there, but Bog having a nice race so far. P5, done soft. He'll be looking to stretch these out to finish a race on the mediums. Probably 2 more laps maximum. Oh, I reckon. Very difficult to say, but where does Guna end up coming out? He's been overtaken. Jammy, he's up into P8. Both Jammy and Reliot coming out on the hards. Sorry, Jammy and Guna coming out on the hards. Tyres Terso and Smienka battling away. Very tight battle here. And Smienka's just had to go over the line, unfortunately. Tyres Terso in some old mediums. Should hopefully still have the grip to keep Smienka at bay, but very difficult. Stubbly getting a run on Evan here. Jumping up into the podium positions. P3. Looking like he's on the same strategy as Hims. Soft, medium, soft. We'll see if Evan can keep close. He's certainly in the hard medium strategy range, I believe, at the moment. So he'll come out, I think he'll come out somewhere between Reliot and Jammy. Yeah, he'll come out P6. He'll be able to jump onto the mediums and go to the end on the one stop and show everyone. Actually, the one stop rules again in Bahrain. Smienka still sitting nicely behind Tyres Terso, who's weaving a little bit down the straight, but manages to get up the inside and get past him. And here's Ewan just sitting nicely, just hoping to pick up any scraps from the battle ahead. Oh, it's very tight. Some hard racing. Oh, and tyres Terso, unfortunately. Just clipping the rear of Smianka, and Ewan goes down the inside. Oh, very tight. And yeah, very good choice, Ewan, to not try and overtake there. Nigh on impossible. And looks as though, yeah, Bog's come into the pits, so is Evan. So they're both looking like they're gonna... Bog's just gonna get ahead of Jamie, and so is Evan. So Evan's up into P5. P5 with a fantastic run there on the hards. Now we're going to be chasing down Relia, who does have a penalty, but I've no doubt everybody wants to make their mark tonight on race 1 in Class D. But the question is, where does that put him in terms of the leader? So it's 42 seconds, so let's start P1 and P2. Looking tidy. So it's just a battle up front. Stubbly, when he comes into the pits, might have a little bit of a battle against Relly and Evan, possibly Bog as well. But it looks as if we've got Alpine, yeah, who's spun round. Unfortunately, Ewan there, who's battling away with Tyres Terso. Not sure what the incident was, but certainly come off second best. Evan getting into DRS zone here. Makes a nice move well before the braking zone. And really it's now just got to try and stick behind and try and stay in that DRS zone. Hope that the mediums drop off near the end and the hards still have the grip. It's the best opportunity here. Jammy on the hards, sat behind Bog. We'll just no doubt be hoping for a mistake up front. Just to be able to get up into the opportunity for podiums. Oh, BT's come in. BT's come in, and he is on to the mediums. So this is where Hims needs to really put his foot down and get some good laps in. BT Nuts might be held up by Stubbly. And a little bit of traffic might come into play. So what do we reckon in the stream then? P1, 2, 3. It's looking like it's a battle between BT and Hims for P1. Stubbly's looking fairly solid for P3, but Evan is going to be right up there. Flo Pepino gets unfortunately spun. Manages to get it back round without causing any issues. So Hims is only 3 seconds ahead of BT Nuts at the moment. So he's going to have a lot of work to do on those softs to make up to P1. Jammy still sitting behind Bog. One of the most frustrating drivers to drive behind. A fantastic defender, knows exactly where to place the car. Nothing dangerous, just right in the middle of the road, causing chaos. Jammy going wide, trying to get the run on Bog, but BT's managed to get past W already. And he's away. And there's a red ball. Hims! Oh, Hims! Oh no, Hims is spun! Oh no! Hims spun on the S's. On those old mediums. And that has not only, I think, given BT Nuts the win, it's possibly given Stubbly P2 and even, yeah, it has, it's given Evan a net P3 at the moment. Ah, such a shame. Fantastic race from him so far. One mistaken, race is over. Bog's catching Reliot here, so we're looking to make his move on the back and home straight. M&M getting a penalty, which could play a big part at the end of the race. Jammy sitting pretty behind both of these two on the hards, hoping that just something. And Bog's going down the inside of Reliot there into turn one. It's got Hims. Oh. Hims comes out P7 behind a lot of traffic, but already getting alongside and ahead of Reliot, which was always going to happen, I think. Jammy going up the inside of Bog. Going to go too wide into the S's. Oh, Jammy just giving space and backing out, which is a sensible move. Very hard racing between these two so far. Great to see. It's exactly what we like to see. Hard, clean, fair racing. But Hims, unfortunately, with oh, little love taps. Jammy. On the softs, you'd hope he'd manage to get away. Oh, just got to keep it together, Jammy. Hims is on a different strategy, so I'd let him go and focus on Bog. He's the car in front that's going to be battling you. And Hims is going to more than likely get Bog down this home straight, and we'll then have how long? About 5, or probably less than that now. 3 seconds to catch up on Stubbly, who's just come in for fresh softs. And Evan, oh, proving that the one stop is still godly around Bahrain. Stepping up into P2, fantastic race so far. And Hims picking up a penalty as well. Oh, he'll be gutted. He will be gutted. Was on, I think, for a P2. Was on for a P2, I think, in this race, and unfortunately, looks like he'll have to fight tooth and nail here to even get P3. Jammy's just trying to build up the shorten the distance between himself and Bogorovsky into the DRS zone, and hopefully be able to catch up and make the move. Telemetry details, and we'll see. Fastest lap so far is Hims. Yep, that's probably to be expected. penalties. Evan's got 3, him's got 3, Reddy's got 5, and then 9 seconds down. But position change, who's made the most? Evan, with that one stop, up 11 places. Bog's dropped a couple, unfortunately. Jammy up 6 places, and Reliot and Guna, the 2 alphas, 2 brothers, up 9 places each. Doing a fantastic job. Ewan looking like he's had some connection issues up down in P10. Oh, and Stubley has managed to make it past Evan. So Stubley's managed to make it up into P2, and you'd think he'd be able to hold that position. Evan on 6 lap old mediums. On a 1-stop, different strategy, but proving that it can still be an incredibly powerful strategy around the Bahrain circuit. Hims will take confidence from that though. Stubley managed to get it, managed to catch up and get ahead of Evan. No doubt Hims wanting to make the Class D debut podium after his race so far. Looks like we have a Haas that's gone off. I think he's blue flags, letting people past. And Jammy's managed to so far make it past Bog. Yeah, nice little battle between these two for most of the race. We'll see what Bog can do on these medium tyres. He's going to get DRS. He's got a nice bit of DRS to use. Ooh, that's a couple of moves there from Jammy down a straight, but Bog still manages to make it work. And then Jammy comes up the inside. A little bit of bumper cars, but Rubbin's racing, as they say. Oh, and Jammy's gone very wide. Giving Bog a little look up the inside, but Jammy cuts him off. Bog gets a nice exit out of the hairpin. Oh, very difficult to follow any car down that down into that corner, but Hims currently sitting right on Evan's gearbox, gets a very nice corner and exit, but he just rushes it unfortunately. He's going to have to wait till the home straight, but he gets a lovely exit and is probably going to make it, yeah, definitely going to make it down the home straight. And Evan unfortunately is dropping out to the podium, but that is by no means a discredit to his race. Done an incredible job so far. That is 9 positions up into P4 for the whole race. Fantastic strategy. But beating us, wow, absolutely flying. Coming straight from a rookie race. Clearly showed he had some pace in that evaluation race. Clearly warmed up nicely, and 22 seconds ahead of P2. Fantastic debut into DTR. Debut night for the racer in the Ferrari. Three more laps and he'll be a championship leader that everyone will be chasing for the remainder of this Class D season. It looks like, oh no, oh! Of course, I think that's commentator's curse there, jumping onto Bog's camera just as he's spinning. Very, very easy to do around that corner. I did it many times last night. I'm blaming damage, but let's be fair, it's a difficult corner. Ah, such a shame for Bog. Him and Jammy are having a pretty incredible battle, and he's going to have to come in for front wing damage. Ah, such a shame. Looks like he's going to drop into P9, possibly P10, so we still get a point or two onto softs, so he might be able to have a few little battles at the end. It's always good fun, but what's Hims doing? Has he managed to make any time on Stubley? Very difficult to say. So who do you reckon on stream then is driver of the day? Codemasters is going to do it purely on position changes, so it's looking like it's either going to be Relia or Guna. But for myself, driver of the day has to be Evan. Going so long on those hard tyres. I know for a fact I couldn't do it, but what do we reckon? Hims is still unfortunately around 2 seconds, gained quite a bit there. Stubbly must have had a bit of a moment. Fingers crossed his tyres shouldn't be going Stubbly, so Hims is clearly doing a good job, making some time up. It's a big gap. He needs to be in DRS zone at least for the final lap. BT Nuts does begin his final lap. 22 seconds gap behind, and he is coming up to, well, a little way away, but he'll be coming up to Bolgorowski. He's lapped everyone up to P11. Tyres Terso coming in for a oh no, he won't have the opportunity to go for the fastest lap on the softs because he's already been lapped, unfortunately. Hims is catching. Just going to need to make as much time as he can through these S's and the hairpins. Sure, Stubbly sees him in the mirror. Stubbly just needs to keep it nice and solid. He's got fresher tyres, only by one lap. He's definitely got fresher tyres. But Hims has been flying this whole race. Now within DRS. Stubbly's got plenty of ERS. So a commentator's curse, but my money here is on BT Nuts finishing P1, which he does. Congratulations to BT Nuts, that is an incredible night for him. There's Stubbly, who has got plenty of ERS and is probably going to need to use all of it on the home straight, which he does. And gets a fantastic P2 there from Stubley and Hims. Ah, with just one mistake, making it into P3. And Evan with a fantastic one-stop race. Coming in at P4. My unofficial driver of the day. Evan there. Jammy coming in P5. And Reliant and Guna looking like they've made up the most positions on the one-stop strategy as well. Guna jumping Reliant due to penalties, coming in P6 and 7. Smianka now on a Ferrari does have some penalties, but he'll be coming in at P8 on track anyway. With Ewan, pole sitter, unfortunately having a bad race, coming in at P9. Oh, sorry, P10. Bog has just made the jump on him due to penalties. And that is it. That is it. The first race in our Class D Championship. What a race it was. Action from back to front. Driver of the day, as we said, Guna. I think he made 9. Sorry, with the final jump, 10 positions. It's a fantastic race. But beating us, cool. What an entrance into DTR tonight. Beating us P1, deservedly celebrating on the podium. Stubley with a great race, did fantastic to keep Hims behind in that final stint, and Hims no doubt kicking himself, but he will be back, no doubt. And I think we have a provisional championship battle on our hands between Beatty Nuts and Hims, both showing some great pace tonight. But that's it, the full race. Beatty Nuts, Stubley and Hims on the podium with Evan. Fantastic one stop in P4. Jammy coming in P5, and then the brothers Guna and Relia in the Alfa Romeo coming in P6 and 7. Another good one-stop strategy. Smianka coming in P8, Bogorovsky P9, and then rounding off the points, P10 is Ewan. And then tyres, Terso, Gunner Dog, Flo Pepino, Alpha Shadow, and then we move into the DNFs, which I've no doubt will see some reports into the stewards, as there was a lot of action. Unfortunately the stream can't catch it all, but we'll no doubt see it in the upcoming days. And there it is, our first race in Class D. Looking forward to getting back out here next week and seeing all of the Class D drivers out in Austria. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you very much to the racers for providing a incredible race to not only commentate on but to watch as well. And look forward to seeing everybody back here again next week. Thanks very much.